All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim, Ruach Kodash. Double honors unto the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to you, Ahchyam. All right, and you very few Aqua who listen and tune in as well. And the title of this lesson is going to be "Our Time to Shine Will Come Soon." All right, I'm speaking to those of us who teach this truth and believe in this truth. All right, the Ahchyam, the men. Our time to shine, it will come soon. Okay, believe, trust, and believe that, man. All right, once we, if we be of that number, and the Lord gets us through these last few prophecies, man. All right, we're gonna shine. Okay, and we're already shining now. All right, we're already shining now. People can see the difference in our spirit versus the world spirit. This is why people either love you or hate you. Okay, there is no in between. All right, but the time to shine, everyone gets their time to shine. All right, just like in the movie scene, the music scene. Everyone gets their little moment to shine, so to speak. Guess what? The Lord is gonna give His men, His men their time to shine. All right, and it's ultimately gonna be forever. All right, in the kingdom. Okay, let's go ahead and start in Deuteronomy 28:43, and it reads, "The stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high." Okay, speaking about the heathen, beginning with Esau, Edom. All right, Esau is living. He's still in his blessing, even though his kingdom is going down. The Lord is tearing Esau's kingdom down, but he's still at the height of his blessing. All right, and for the most part, Esau is still shining. All right, but hey, the Lord is getting ready to flip the script. All right, and set His men up. Okay, and we gonna be the ones. We're gonna be the ones shining, man. Okay, we're gonna be the ones to be, admired, so to speak, which I'm going to get that word. All right. And thou shalt come down very low. Okay. The Israelite man, we have been brought low. All right. We're taking the low before we get risen up, before we get our time to shine. Even being in His flesh, man, it's very, it's very, at times it could be difficult, man, taking the low, because it's in a man's spirit, to want to be recognized, all right, respected, you know, admired. Those are things that real men want, all right, and the Lord is gonna give that to His men, but on the righteous tip, you know. Let's go ahead and we'll grab this. Just something quick, something that something that's been on my spirit for the last few days. Because the Israelite man is always, he's always regarded as less than. He's always the target, which we are the target. Esau knows, the Israelite man must be done away with, for the nation to be destroyed. All right, and within that, it comes a lot of disrespect. All right, it comes a lot of being disregarded. You know, things of that nature, man. But like I said, all right, hey, we're getting ready to shine soon, man. All right, let's go into this word, admire, and it reads regard an object, quality, or person with respect or warm approval. And for the most part, the Jake man, especially the Judite man, all right, but the men of the rest of the tribes as well, we don't get respect, especially amongst our own people, but even amongst the heathen, we don't get respect like that. We don't get a warm approval. All right, we get mugs, we get constant disrespect. You know, we get constantly looked down upon, which, you know, it's the curses. But nevertheless, we're coming into a time where the Lord is getting ready to remove all those things. All right, we gonna be the top men. All right, on this planet. Okay, we gonna be, you know, we gonna be them guys, so to speak, very soon. All right, the men of the Lord. We gonna be those guys, man. All right, we you know, how they say it in the world. We you know, we gonna have what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, Slakia, bear with me. Okay, we gonna be him. All right, you know, like Eve. You know these women. I want a dude that's him. We gonna be the hymns. All right, the men of the Lord. Ecclesiasticus 2:4. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. All right, even though we in this low estate. You know, we regard it, you know, pretty much as, you know, as good for nothing men. You know, we bring nothing to the table. You know, especially when it comes to Eve. You know, Eve always running her mouth about the Israelite man. All right, but that's due to the curses. But we gotta take it on the chin. All right, even though, you know, like I said, being in this flesh, man, it's you know, it can you know, get to you at times, man. All right, constantly being disrespected. Okay, and be patient when there are changed to a lower state. All right, we gotta just remain patient, man. Okay, because our time is coming, man. It's coming sooner than we think. All right, Isaiah 4:1 is around the corner. Okay, literally, man. All right, these women, they desperate, man. I'm seeing it. You know, going, you know, just out and about. Okay, you know, on the plantation. All right, out and about, you know, doing what I got to do, getting in and getting out. Hey, these women ain't, you know, you know, they smiling. All right, you know, you know, they trying to see if you gonna look at them, and, you know, they being more friendly, you know, opening doors. Hey, man, Isaiah 4:1 is very close. All right, so all we gotta do, hey, is remain patient, even though we're in this low estate. This is 1 Samuel 2:7, and it reads, "The Lord Yahweh maketh poor and maketh rich." Okay, the Lord does everything on this planet. Everything. Somebody becomes rich. Somebody hit the lotto. The Lord did it. Somebody loses everything and ends up on the street. The Lord did it. All right. So the Lord controls our conditions, and the Lord is getting ready to make us rich. All right. He's already made us rich through his knowledge, but he's getting ready to turn it up a notch, man. Okay, we gonna, like I said, man, we're gonna be those guys. All right, we gonna be the ones, man. All we gotta do is keep doing what we're doing. All right, this is why a lot of Jake, they can't comprehend this truth. All you gotta do is preach the word, and you know, believe on Yahweh Shema Shai, and you know, do the righteous acts to the best of your ability, and the Lord's gonna give you the kingdom, and you know, the Lord's gonna do this and do, yeah, man. That's all you gotta do. It's that simple. All right. Even though it ain't simple, it ain't easy. Okay, this being in this truth is hard, but that's all we gotta do. He bringeth low and lifteth up. All right. So the Lord brought us low, but guess what? He's gonna lift us up, man. Okay. Very very soon, he's gonna lift us up on high. We gonna be, you know, we gonna be shining. Okay, we gonna be those guys. All right, let's go ahead and go to the book of 2nd Ezra 16:73. Then let's see, I want to go back. All right, hey, we're coming into this time. 2nd Ezra 16:71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. Okay, Esau getting ready to come. Trump already mobilized the troops in all these major cities. Okay, they getting ready to come in like a flood, and they gonna be like madmen. I ain't sparing nobody, man. But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Esau's coming after the Lord's people, because he know he got a short time. 2 Ezra 16:71. For they shall waste and take away their goods, and cast them out of their houses. All right, this is why we ain't supposed to be, worried about, these possessions we got. 2 Ezra 16:73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. The Lord is gonna reveal who He's dealing with. All right, everyone claims, they know the Lord and the Lord's dealing with them. The Lord came to them in a vision and a dream. All right, everybody's on YouTube saying how the Lord has told them something. All right, we getting ready to see, man. Okay, we getting ready to see, man, from the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone and the men, okay, after them, and the men on down that believe and teach this word. Hey, we know, all right, that the Lord is dealing with us, okay, but we getting ready. The Lord's getting ready to show it, all right, getting ready to manifest it, okay. He's getting ready to reveal who his men are, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. All right, that ultimate test, okay, denying that mark of the beast, that seed, man. All right, that's when the Lord is. You gonna know who the Lord is dealing with. All right. See, that's it on that. We'll end it off here. So that's 9, 3, and 19. And I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly. Okay, the Lord's gathering. He's gathering His people, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. All right, the reproach that we suffer, being brought low, being subdued, underneath these heathen, man. All right, beginning with Esau, Edom. Okay, it is a burden to be, to know that you're the Lord's people, and you're brought low, and you gotta suffer this damn Edomite, this damn devil, man. That's a burden. Zephaniah 3 and 19. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, which the Lord is he's doing that now. All right, he's undoing these heathen, man. And I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. Okay, speaking about the nation of Yasharallah. All right, which is likened unto a woman, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. All right, and the Lord is doing it on a low level now. I got a video I want to go into where you have this Edomite pastor telling all his Edomite congregation how the so-called blacks, which is more than just the so-called blacks, but he said, so-called blacks are the Lord's people. All right, so hey, that's a part of it, but the Lord he's gonna make it specific. He's gonna pinpoint. All right, the men that He's dealing with, He's gonna get them praise and fame. Okay, in the righteous sense. All right, not the praise and fame of this world. All right, where Jake gotta sell their soul and bend over. None of that, man. No, it's gonna be for serving the Lord. All right. So like I said, man, our time is coming. We getting ready to shine. Okay, Isaiah 4 and 1 is at the door. Okay, and we gonna be those guys, man. Okay, just something through the Spirit, something to uplift. The Ahchyam, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.